Hi, this is Dave Abrams. I'm the leader of the Abrams Real Estate Ties team. Remember, trust, integrity, expertise, and service are the four things you can be guaranteed with every real estate transaction if the Abrams Real Estate Ties team is involved. And today I'm sitting with my really good friend and right-hand man, my partner in real estate, and original member of the Ties team, Rich Bailey. The point of today's conversation is just to get to know you a little bit, Rich, and I want everybody out there to understand the kind of quality folks that they get to work with if they work with our team. Rich, tell us a little bit about your background, where you came from before you got into real estate.
Okay. Prior to real estate, I spent 30 years in the Army. I retired a couple years ago, 2020, and we decided, my wife's from El Paso and I'm from Kentucky, so we decided to cut the middle and retire here in good old San Antonio.
So 30 years in the Army. What did you do in the Army?
Well, in the Army, I started out as an enlisted air defender, and I spent 15 years, and I switched over and did 15 more years as a warrant officer.
That's amazing. So, so you retired as a senior warrant. What are warrant officers known for in the Army? A lot of people don't understand what a warrant officer does.
Well, the warrant officer is a technical expert in their field, so there's a subject matter expert. And there's a lot of attention to detail that goes into the job.
So basically, pretty much every warrant officer in every field is sort of the go-to person for technical expertise and attention to detail, and a lot of times able to bring things up that maybe somebody else might have missed. How does that translate into real estate for you?
Well, I mean, it's a good segue because I strive to be when I was in the military, I strived to be the best, the go-to person, and it's segued right into real estate. So I want to be that person that that is a subject matter expert and that the clients want to come to.
So how did you wind up getting into real estate?
Now, it's a funny story. Tracy and I, decided to build our retirement home here in San Antonio, and she had mentioned, Dave Abrams is in real estate. So for all those that don't know, Dave and my wife worked together years ago, and so we decided to give you our business. Once we interviewed you and seen that you were very competent, and we felt comfortable using you as our realtor. Throughout the transaction, sort of seeing how you worked, and I thought, well, this may be something I'd like to get into. So I decided to get my license and follow in your footsteps.
So before we get into that, where's this house at that you bought?
The house is in Royal Oaks.
Okay.
It's up the 281 corridor, northern San Antonio, off of Bulverde. So
right in the neighborhood that you're now producing a newsletter in, and
absolutely,
yeah, a lot going on there. That's what a great location, beautiful home. So you decided to get into real estate. What is it? So there's all different kinds of things you could talk about. Pick one thing about real estate that you love the most, and it kind of keeps you excited every day.
People. I love helping others. So it's really interesting whenever you get a new client to actually sit down and look at their, figure out their needs, wants, desires, and then develop a plan and help them, with the biggest purchase of their life.
That's pretty amazing. I mean, there's a good bit of stress, right? Especially in our military clients. They've been, they're not quite sure where they're going to live, but they know they got to come, and they're on a short timeline. It's pretty amazing to see that all come together. And you've been part of now right around 100, maybe a little over 100 real estate transactions. And what does it feel like on closing day? What is that feeling when you get to the closing table with a client?
So from the time that they find the house and get it under contract, you're right, there's a lot of stress, but the closing is a culmination, and it's a happy day. So I've not went to one closing where the clients have not been happy. So that's probably the best part is, you've helped them go from A to Z and get the house that they wanted.
And you're known for something at closing. Tell us a little bit about it. It's also your hobby. What do you like to do?
So I like to do woodworking, wood burning in particular. And whenever I first came on the team, I asked you if I could do something special for our clients. And so I decided to give them a plaque that basically depicts their house, whether they're either, this one in particular, they sold the house and I think she was actually raised in that house. So
that's right.
So we give them a plaque they can take with them.
Yeah. So in this particular house, you're right. The owner or the seller was selling it on behalf of her siblings after the passing of their parents, and what a special gift for her. She's actually in Dallas, and we plan to hand this off to her when she gets back in town here in a little bit. Well, that's really great. These are great closing gifts. It's something that our clients can kind of hang on the wall and remember us by, and we're just lucky and proud to have you on the team, Rich. So that's Rich Bailey, folks. If you're reaching out to the Ties team and Rich Bailey takes your call, you know you're going to be working with somebody who's got your best interests at heart. Man of high integrity and character, and a great listener. So thanks for tuning in today, and we'll see you on the next one.